All right. Good everyone. You are welcome to Special Medics Educational Services and Consultancy. And in today's lecture, we'll be looking at these five important MCQ questions you can come across in your WAEC, in your NECO, and in your UTME examination. So we'll be attacking this question. I'm going to show us an easy way to approach this kind of MCQ question. But before we continue, please do well to follow our channel, subscribe to our channel so that when we drop um, the next video, you'll be notified. And do well to share this video after watching. Give us a like, drop a comment so that we'll be able to drop more videos. We need all this. So please do well to share this video if you gain value from watching this video. So we are going to approach this question now. The first question says, the following activities are associated with termites except what? Is it the nuptial flight, searching for food, communication, then pollination? The following activities are associated with termites except, it simply means which of the options there are not associated with termites. Okay, it is it nuptial flight, searching for food, communication, or pollination. So let's take a look at the options to know which of them is the correct answer. If we take a look at the nuptial flight, nuptial flight is a kind of flight that is associated with most social organisms, like uh, ants, like termites, and some other social organisms. In this nuptial flight, what happens is that you will see that the male and the female termites, they will undergo what they call swarming. You understand? And during that swarming, when they are flying, when they are all flying together in a head or in a group, the male will mate with the female. That's the male will fertilize the female, and after fertilization, the male normally dies. So when the male dies, the female will now fall down. When the female falls down, the female can now reproduce our own kind and start our own colony. That's just a brief definition of what nuptial flight is, and is exhibited by uh, social organisms. They call them what? Social insects. It is exhibited by what? Social what? Insects. So that is the option. That option is associated with uh, termites. Searching for food. Termites, they do search for food. You understand? As what is the characteristics of most organisms? They move from one place to another in search of food. That's movement. So termites, they can move from one place to another to search for food. You can see termites in your buildings and the rest. In the process of them eating through those dead decay woods, they are searching for food. Communication. There's communication in the colony. You understand? That is why there's division of labor in the termite colony. You understand? There is communication. But option D says pollination. Pollination is not an activity that is associated with termites. Pollination has to do with the transfer of pollen grain from the anther to the what, to the stigma. You understand, for fertilization to occur. But termite do not exhibit that. The social insect that exhibits that kind of behavior is bees. So as you can see that the following activity associated with termites except option what? D is the answer to number one. Then let's go to number two. It says the capturing and digestion of insect by pitcher plant is a special form of nutrition that is it heterotrophic, is it saprophytic, is it chemosynthetic, or is it autotrophic? Now, let me explain from option D. When we say, let me explain from option D. When we say autotrophic mode of nutrition, it means it is automatic. Autotrophic, automatic. It occurs on its own. You understand? It occurs on its own. And two types of autotrophic nutrition. We have the chemosynthetic and the photosynthetic mode of nutrition. That's the chemo and the photosynthetic, or you can say the photosynthetic and the chemosynthetic. Remember, autotrophic means automatic. It occurs on its own. You understand? So it's a process whereby uh, living organism, they manufacture their own food. They can manufacture their own food. Now, if the process of manufacture their own food depends on sunlight, it is called photosynthesis. But if it does not depend on sunlight, it depends on chemical substances, chemical reagents like hydrogen sulfide, ammonia. We'll call it what? Chemosynthetic mode of nutrition. You seen the difference now. Okay. Then saprophytic has to do with where organism feed on dead, decayed organic matter, like you see in the case of mushroom. That's saprophytism. Okay. In heterotrophic mode of nutrition, heterotrophic mode of nutrition, they are not automatic. Organism cannot manufacture their own food by themselves. They need to depend on other materials for them to sustain themselves. You understand? They depend on other organism to survive. You understand? So even saprophytic falls under this heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Heterotrophic is very vast. You also see carnivorous mode of nutrition under heterotrophic mode of nutrition. As you can see, the option says the question two says that the capturing and digestion of insects by pitcher plant. As you can see, the pitcher plant is a carnivorous plant. It captures and digests insects. It's an insectivorous plant. They feed on insects. They stay in places that are deficient of nitrogen. This is a possible examination question. They will ask, where you normally see insectivorous plants? They grow in places that are deficient of what? Nitrogen. That is why they need to digest insects and collect the nitrogen from what? From insects. Do you understand? So this insectivorous plant, they are under heterotrophic because they cannot actually manufacture their own food. They need insects. So that is heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So the correct answer to number two is heterotrophic. Then for option three, paternity dispute could be resolved accurately through the what? Is it fingerprinting, tongue rolling, DNA test, blood group? We all know now in this century we find ourselves, you should have heard about DNA test. DNA test. You see some people saying they want to confirm the paternity of a particular child if the father is a real if the male is the real father of the child or something like that. These are paternity tests. You make use of the DNA or DNA test, not fingerprinting, not tongue rolling, and not blood group. You can't use the other three options to determine the paternity of a child. Then for number four, so here is option A, option C, and for number four, a sudden change in genetic composition of an organism. It is called what? Mutation. When you hear the word change, it is what? Mutation. So when there is a change in the genetic content of an organism, is mutation. Mutation can be for good, it can be for bad. Most times when mutation occurs for bad, it leads to cancer. So at this particular juncture, we've successfully explained these four important MCQ questions you can come across in your examination. So please do well to replay the video so that you grasp the concept very well. And if you gain value after watching this video, please drop a comment, like our page, follow us on Facebook, on Instagram. We are at Special Medics. You can follow my own personal handle at Victoris Glucagon or Victor. You can follow us on our different social media platform on YouTube, on Facebook, Special Medics. You can follow my own personal handle at Ezugu Victor. You see it on Facebook. It's Ezugu Victor. You can search it on Facebook. You see my picture there. Or you can follow me again on Facebook, Victoris Glucagon. Any of these Facebook handle you want to follow me on. So you see my updates. I post interesting updates on my Facebook platform. Or you can also send me a message on WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp number 08160212318. Feel free to chat me up for academic consultation of any kind. Until next time when we meet again, stay brutally intelligent. Thank you.